Well, I hope you're impressed with all my books of great learning. I've been just going through Proverbs with you and at random pulling a few verses out. And it's not what I normally do because I'm a bit of a context person, but Proverbs lends itself to that. However, Proverbs 31, every time we open up Proverbs 31, the virtuous woman, this great lady, all the women go, oh no, because we compare ourselves to this awesome person. Can you believe it? She does her husband good and not harm. Well, that's a good thing. And she selects wool and flax and works eagerly with her hands. She is like a merchant ship bringing food from afar. Take away from down the servo. She gets up while it's still dark and she provides for her family, and she considers a field and she buys it. And so we all shrink back and go, oh God, we can never do that, you know? Well, I'm comforted somewhat by Brian Simmons's Passion Translation, and in his footnotes, he talks about Proverbs 31 being a metaphor of the last days church. So I don't know about you girls, but I find that very comforting that in actual fact, the virtuous woman of Proverbs 31 is actually a picture of that last day church, because she opens her arms to the poor and extends her hands to the needy. When it snows, she has no fear for her household. The last days church is prepared. She makes coverings and she does all sorts of great things. I want you to read it. But I want you to read it not with the condemnation that often comes to many of us women who are pretty average and we're just struggling to keep all the boats afloat, you know, with taking kids here and there and cooking the meals and going to work and, how does she do all this? Well, it's actually a collective, corporate thought that together this is what the last days church looks like. It's prepared, it's ready, it's giving, it's virtuous, it's attending to the needs of Jesus, the Christ. So just a little thought for some of you girls that might have read that, and every time you get into Proverbs you dodge that bit because you feel, oh, I can never make that. Well, be at peace. It's not just you, it's the whole of the church that needs to be able to do what this woman does. She's clothed with strength and dignity, and she can laugh at the days to come. She speaks with wisdom. She watches over her affairs. Her children arise and call her blessed. Let me just give you a little hint there. If you've got teenage kids, don't hold your breath waiting for them to arise and call you blessed. But give them a few years and they'll think you're such a blessing because they grew up. Anyway, that's this woman. And many women do noble things, but you surpass them all. And so it goes on. Just want to encourage you today, get into Proverbs 31, have a good read of it, draw from it personally what you can for yourself and let it be corrective and instructive and encouraging, but keep a thought that this is for the corporate body as well, according to Brian Simmons, who is a student of the Word. God bless you. Have a good day.